Hey, if you're watching this right now, I need you. No, I don't need you. I want you. Yes, you. The person who's specifically watching this video right now. You. So, just tell me where you live. And no, I don't mean your exact address. That's weird. Like, what state? What city? Where are you from? I desperately need a man. And being single is just driving me crazy. I need some help around here.
It truly annoys me that anytime a man learns that I am 28 and I've never dated anyone exclusively, or that I've never had a boyfriend, that their first response to me each time always is, so like, what's wrong with you? Like, of course, like, sometimes things are my fault. I'll take that. But my answer every single time is, for me personally, if I don't see the longevity in it, I don't see the point of you being my boyfriend. I'm not saying marry me tomorrow, but like, if I can't see myself potentially marrying you, like if I can't see you as my husband, there's no point in making you my boyfriend. Like, what are we working towards? Now, we can enjoy each other's company. We can enjoy what we have right now. Like, I'm always down to do that. But like, a label for something that I don't see going anywhere is absolutely pointless to me.
You're still single. How are you still single? Because the ones that I like don't want a relationship with me. The ones that like me, that want to wipe me up, I want nothing to do with them. They repulse me. I thought that being in your 30s meant I was going to be done with situationships, but here we are. The problem is, it's not like I'm lacking a connection. I have connections. We flirt, we get along. I feel like they're my everyday best friend. The problem is, these boys don't want to commit, and they want to play the field, and they make me want to be for the streets again, because they want to be for the streets, because nobody wants to be committed, and this is why I'm single. Really frustrating, because I genuinely could see myself with one of the boys on the roster. And I know I said roster, but you can't just put all your eggs in one basket or you're gonna get your feelings hurt in 2026. So yeah, there are multiple people that I would be happily able to settle down with. The thing is, they don't want to stop being for the streets. And then we are in this endless loop of situationships in my 30s. If you love something, you gotta let it free, and if it comes back, then it was all yours. So literally, I'm letting the boys go date a bunch of girls to make them realize that, you know, I was the end goal. Sometimes you gotta just date people till you hate them. Situationships are so fucking annoying, because I'm done playing house. I'm done like giving you wifey when you're giving me nothing. I cut things off with Aladdin recently, because like at one point I was bringing my toothbrush, my pillows, like we were playing straight up house, and I'm like, with what title? Because you're still being a hoe, and I'm not doing that anymore.
Can anybody tell me what you're supposed to do when a guy likes your story? Like, am I supposed to DM them or something? And like, I feel like I'm the girl, like I should not be making the first move like this. And I just is that them shooting their shot? Because if it is, that's awful. My dad and my mom, they met when they were like 15, and they lived across the street from one another. So my dad would like flash the lights on and off whenever he wanted to talk to my mom, and they would go up on the roof and like call each other, but like they would be able to like kind of like see each other. And like now, like guys are sitting here liking my story, expecting me to do something. And I'm expected to find a boyfriend or husband. It's not gonna happen. Like, all hope is so genuinely lost. The plot is lost. Faith is gone. Like, I'm fine with being single, but for the rest of my life, that's...
Nothing compares to a hoe phase in your late mid-20s. Look, I thought I had a hoe phase when I was in college, but bitch, that shit did not compare. Like, in your mid-20s, later 20s, shit hits different, because one, like, there's like no games really, because all of us are too like depressed, tired, we have jobs, we have children, we have lives, but like worry about playing the games. Like, let's get this done in and out quick. And on top of it, like, we have money. Most of us are lonely if we're single, so we're just like willing to spend time with people. So like spending money on like expensive dates really isn't a problem, because like we have salary jobs with like, but we're too poor to like buy homes. So like, why not go to a 5-star restaurant for the fuck of it? And then you get like superior peen, because they've been practicing for years. Most of them are open, sexually liberated, down to try things with toys, other people, you know, whatever. It's just a grand time. A grand time. Ladies, you have something to look forward to, I promise you.
3 days. I've been dating for 3 days. So I've been back on the scene for 3 days. I'm tired of it. Everybody got 1,000 questions. Like, line up and let me tell all of y'all about me, and learn about y'all, because I don't want to keep telling everybody all of this stuff about myself. Like, I don't. And then they so annoying. It's like, just plan a date, let's talk, let's get to know each other and get on with our lives. If not, move around, get out of my face. hurts. Like, that's how I'm feeling. And then now that I'm just so, healed and I love myself, they can't stand it. Somebody asked me, what you doing this weekend? I told them everything I got planned. You thought I was gonna cancel my plans to fit you in? No, you gotta get on the schedule. Get on the schedule. Because I'm planning a month ahead. So if you wanna hang out, yeah, let me pencil you in.
I made the mistake of downloading the dating apps yesterday out of, I don't know, boredom. It is bleak. It's so performative. I mean, everybody on there, and I found myself doing it too. I don't know, it's just so curated. Everything is so curated that I just can't tell. And it's just like you're going off of vibes and photos and maybe some instinct, but I think back and I'm like, wow, are the people that I've dated, that I've really enjoyed dating and been in serious relationships with, if I saw their profile on a dating app, I don't know that I would have swiped for them. Maybe for the best. No. I just, wow, it's so transactional. I think maybe this is not my journey anymore. I think I don't want to say graduated, but yeah, maybe.
I just want to remind people that being single is a luxury and you need to start treating it as that. You literally don't know when's the last day you're going to be single. You can get into a relationship tonight, tomorrow, next month, next year, whatever the case may be. You should need to enjoy this moment right now. Because one day you're going to find your for-lifer. You might get married, you might have kids, you might not, whatever, but you might find your partner. And that's the last time you're going to be single. People need to start enjoying themselves, enjoying their own company, and that's it.
Why when I say that I'm 41 years old, some women are thinking that I feel that I'm too old. No, 41 is amazing, and 41 is not too old. You actually are just getting started. If you're scared of turning 40, girl, you'll see. It's amazing. And another reason that I say I'm 41 is because a lot of people think I'm younger, and for me, actually at my age, I like to follow guidance from women that are my age or older than me. Not that I'm like in their 20s or early 30s, because it's a totally different game.
Okay, I understand that this is going to be a hot take, but unfortunately somebody needs to say it. A lot of the I hate men propaganda that is put up on the internet is not actually rooted in decentering men. It's not rooted in the political and physical violence that men have perpetuated against women as a system. It's rooted in women who intentionally choose shitty men and then get up in arms when that man treats them like shit, as if the cards weren't on the table. And I feel like this is a hot take because a lot of people like to say, well, don't put the omen onto women for men acting like shit. And to an extent, I do agree. However, it is important to accept that there is a degree of agency here. Because if you know that a man ain't shit and you still choose to be with him, that is a personal choice. It's one that reflects your lack of self-respect. I'm sorry, I said it. And I'm not saying this to be pick-me in any way, shape, or form, because personally, I would not mind. In fact, I would probably be happier if I ended up dying, never getting married. Because at least if that happened, I would have stuck to my standards. I think at the end of the day, a lot of it comes down to a fear of being alone. And so you would rather choose somebody who doesn't fulfill your needs, whether that be emotional, physical, anything, over the idea of being alone. And I see this a lot more in women who lack strong female friendships, because when you have those, you don't need men. They're an add-on. They're an addition. They're not a necessity. And that gives you the freedom to choose and also to respect yourself. Now, again, there are definitely caveats to this. It's not applicable to every scenario. But generally speaking, I see a lot of women using this I hate men statement as a cop-out for doing the actual work to decenter them. Because now that it's no longer cool to be seen dating men or having a boyfriend or whatever, rather than decentering them, which is the legitimate implication of that, they can choose bad ones and then complain about it because at the end of the day, it still fulfills the same kind of character arc, Just my thoughts though. Peace and love.
Ladies, if you're worried about being alone for the rest of your life, some of you guys are trying to grapple with the strong, independent, persona and all of that, just remind yourself it's going to be you and your girlfriends at the end anyway, Because even if you marry a man and even if you have children, they died before us, and your children are going to move out of the house and have their own lives, maybe have their own children, do their own thing. At the end of your life,
it's going to be you and your girls anyways. So, fuck it.
I cannot imagine having to go through this time in the world, this dark time, without my husband. Ladies, if you don't want the fate of growing old alone, you are in competition with women who actually love and respect men, inherently. That's your competition. And you may say, well, I don't want the kind of men that would require a woman to love and respect him. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. Just open your eyes. Look, it's going to take years probably for you to undo the brainwashing that the feminist agenda has done on you through college, education, through media. But you can do it. I believe in you. Because your competition for men your age is women your age, right? And these women love and respect men. Okay, that's all.
Don't nobody want to say it, but I will. As a woman, if you already got kids and you're looking for a relationship, you have to be an exceptional type of woman. Period. See, if you want a man to love you and take care of kids that's not even his, you're gonna have to stand out, sis. It's not impossible, but let's not act like there's a line of men waiting outside your door for that position. It's harder, and that's just reality. Let's just be honest. Most men are not signing up to take care of another man's kid. So if you want a good man, you're going to have to set yourself apart. You can't be regular. You're going to have to bring something different to the table. That means your kids got to be in order, respectful, disciplined. Because no man wants to walk into a situation where the kids are out of control, talking back, or running wild, and he's just supposed to stick around for that? Nah, that's not gonna happen. Now, there are some men who will still mess with you, but they won't care about your kids. They're just there to hit it and quit it. And you gotta ask yourself, is that what you really want for you and for your kids? Or do you want stability? Yeah, it is harder when you got kids, but it ain't impossible. You just gotta stand out. Get yourself together, get your kids in line, and then the right man can come around and take you seriously. That's just what it is. Don't get mad at me.
I don't care what nobody say. I feel like men that ain't got no kids, they be the problem. Because y'all be sitting up all day, every day, trying to talk down on single moms and trying to bash them and trying to make it seem like don't nobody want no single mom, because y'all are frustrated about the fact that these chicks with no kids don't want y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you can't pull your preference, you cannot take out your frustration on all women. It's not single mom's fault that your preference don't want you. If the chicks you want don't want you, that's a personal issue. You need to stop trying to take that out on everybody else. And y'all be wanting single moms to be bitter and not to have nobody because y'all mad about the fact that they never chose you. Like, your mindset is unhealed. It's plenty of people out here that have kids. That's a normal part of life. Just because you're not going to date a single mom, or just because, you know, they didn't choose you first, does not mean that they're going to be bitter and have a miserable life just because you're mad that they didn't choose you first. That's weird. Like, you just want these women to be miserable and not have nobody because you're mad because they never chose you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's unhealed. Go level up and get yourself together and find you a chick that ain't got no kids. Go meet the women expectations so that you can actually pull your preference and stop trying to get a whole bunch of men, weird men, to agree with you so you can feel some type of way about the fact that you're unhealed, that these women have never chose you. Like, y'all are weird. You don't have to date a single mom.
Doing single mothers makes single mothers good. Somebody needs to be showing these women and young girls and thems, trans and femmes, if at any moment in the relationship circumstances change, they revoke consent, they find that they're no longer being treated to the standard that they inherently deserve, they have role models, single mothers, showing them everywhere that they can be capable. We're not going to weaponize and we're not going to villainize single motherhood, because you know what? It's proof. Because single mothers give permission to revoke consent, to change your circumstance, to no longer accept mistreatment and abuse. That's why we're villainized. I'm proof. I left a dead-end relationship where I was being physically, financially, emotionally abused. And I leveled the fuck.
We're all the child free bin. No, seriously, like,
Are you a child-free man and are you out there? Because somebody just asked me if the Others Club, which is my child-free platform, is for men too. And I said, yeah, of course it is. It's for anyone who doesn't have kids. And then I thought, I'm actually just going to look up the insights. And this is how many men are following me on Instagram, on the Others Club Instagram. And I was thinking, like, why is this? Because I know that there must be child-free men out there. And I think it could be for a couple of reasons. One, I think that men in their lives don't change as much when they say that they don't want to have kids. And by that I mean is they don't experience the same stigma, the same pressure, and so therefore they probably don't seek out community in the same way that child-free women do. I also think that their friendships don't change as much. I think that women in a relationship take on a lot of the caretaking role, a lot of the mental load, and so their friendships change quite a bit naturally, priorities shift, whereas for the men, I don't think they're pulling their weight the same way. And so, you know, when they go to hang out with their male friends, they're not bringing the kids along, they're not bringing the mental load along, their friendships don't change as much, and so the child-free men don't feel the same need to seek out new child-free friends. But I do know that they're out there, and I do know that there will be people that are wanting community as men. So if you're out there, hello, I'm Danny. I'm the founder of the Others Club. The Others Club is a platform where you get to connect with other people in your city, attend meetups, make new friends, and it is definitely for you too.
I was talking to this guy. This was very much just a situationship. Like, we didn't even hook up. We did this for a while, and then eventually he went MIA, and I was fine with that. I was like, oh, he's probably talking to someone. I then got a message from him one day saying, I'm so sorry, I went MIA. I was talking to this girl. Things got really serious, but then she ended things with me today. What do you say to that? Like I said, I'm sorry. I feel for you. That's rough to deal with, but I'm not going to give you a rebound. No.
So every morning on my run, I pass the same guy. He's out walking his dog. Sometimes he's with his young son. Sometimes he's not. But every morning, I say, good morning. Hey, man, what's going on? And every morning, he ignores me. This morning, flat out ignores me. This morning, I guess I passed by his house. He's coming out of his front walk. I'm passing by. We're closer than we've ever been, 5-6 feet apart. And I say, hey, man, good morning. Doesn't look at me, totally ignores me. Obviously, your boy has a problem with Miss Jade. I don't know why, but he does. But some of y'all are feeling the same way. You're out doing your thing. I'm out doing my run, right? And I want him to acknowledge me. And some of y'all are doing your thing and you want acknowledgement, man. I can't talk. You want acknowledgement from, I don't know, your parents. You're finally getting your life together and you want them to say something and they're not saying anything. You want to acknowledge at your job because you're working your butt off. Man, you're doing overtime hours. You're doing whatever it takes. They're not acknowledging you. Some of you want the government to acknowledge you. Man, you're paying your student loans. You've been paying through the whole pause. You want them to acknowledge you, maybe give you a little forgiveness, but it's not always like that. We have to do what we know is right to do and what we know is good to do simply for our own selves. We may never get the acknowledgement. We may never get somebody to go, hey, great job. I see you. You're doing great. Does that change the fact? Does that change what we know we should be getting up and doing every single morning? No, it does not. Keep doing your thing. You don't need acknowledgement from anybody except God.
It needs to be studied how easily it is to be fully uninterested in men when you're in your focus on yourself era as a woman. When I'm in one of my lock-in seasons and I'm truly trying to change my life, I feel like men get so annoying because you notice how few men are actually offering anything. They're not challenging your perspectives. They're not bringing up any new thoughts that you haven't already had. Many lack emotional intelligence. And a lot of times women become this nurturing, giving spirit when they're in a partnership or a relationship or a talking stage. And I feel like as a woman, when you're in that era where you need to give yourself all the love, you don't have patience for a lot of BS. And you become genuinely uninterested in spending a lot of time with men. That's not to say that one can't sneak in and literally change your mind. That's happened to me before. That's why they always say that it happens when you least expect it. But it does need to be studied because I feel like when you're in that era, even if you're trying to date, you might literally be like, dude, I need you to get out my space because I need to wake up at 6 a.m. and go to Pilates.
Is it just me, or have we noticed that men, they know the true definition of loneliness? Now let me expand on that. So one, dating apps. we know that it's a fact. Guys have a way harder time on dating apps than females do. In terms of just getting attention whatsoever, a female can go on a dating app and get matches where sometimes guys get 0 matches at all. So imagine how much of a hit to your ego and how depressing that would actually be. So I do feel for men in that case, because that's something that females don't experience as often. It's very rare for a female to experience that, and it's much more common for a male to experience that. 2, when we're single, we have male friends and girls still may have male friends in relationships too. But I'm just saying, when you're single and you have male friends, they're usually doing things that a boyfriend might do for you. So little gestures like picking you up, messaging you more. So we still have that role being played by a friend, even though it's not a boyfriend. It's still little aspects of what they do is what a boyfriend would do. So it's not something that guys experience, because girls don't do these gestures for their male friends. So I'm just something to think about. I think that we have to give men a little bit more credit. Like we don't experience loneliness as much as they do, and it must be tough.
What I'm about to say is definitely first world dating problems. So just know that I know this, but it's my reality and I was not prepared for it. After dating men here in Chicago and not being treated well, and then also having gotten out of a very toxic relationship, I was not prepared to date such an incredible man who treats me so well, the best I've ever been treated, and has the kindest, sweetest heart. And now that I have that, my boyfriend does that for me, I'm having a hard time receiving it because it's so unfamiliar to me. I know you're probably like, oh, boo-hoo, Ash. Again, trust me, like I'm shocked too. But like, I'm having a hard time like dropping the guard and receiving without doing the mental gymnastics of thinking that every nice gesture has an ulterior motive to it. Do you know what I mean? So now that I'm receiving the love and care that I always gave to men without ever having an ulterior motive, that was just like my love language. Now that it's being reciprocated, I don't know how to relax and just receive without thinking that like I need to do something for them or that this means something. Do you know what I mean? Like it's
The reason I keep repeating don't reach out to them is because I have seen and experienced firsthand just how damaging a shitty relationship can be to your entire life. When you are in it, you don't realize how much you are compromising your physical health, your mental health. You're putting your health on the line. I promise you, it's not worth it. If you're chasing someone, running after someone, confused by someone, and you feel like you are in a constant, anxious, stressful response, it's not meant for you. A relationship is supposed to add value to your life, not take away from it. So if you are with someone, or maybe you're not with someone and you're just chasing after them anyway, do yourself a favor, take a step back and ask yourself, is this adding any value to my life? Or on the opposite end, is this causing me physical stress, mental exhaustion, and making me emotionally unstable? Because if it is the latter, let it go. Just remove it from your life, move on, and you will find someone who is aligned with you that does actually add value to your life.
You want to date in peace these days, you have to be willfully ignorant. You have to purposefully close both of your eyes and let the man lead you. And half of the time, these men will lead you straight to hell. I met a fine-ass cowboy today. Fine-ass cowboy. I'm like, yeah, giddy up, put my number in your phone. He puts my number in his phone. We get to texting, but something in my chest is like, girl, a man who look like that, walk like that, talk like that, he has to be spoken for. And even though he has not mentioned anything about being married, I'm feeling it in my chest. And I try to avoid doing the crazy overthinking shit, but really that's just intuition. So I go ahead and I do my little FBI thing. I put his number in Cash App, get a full name, get that full name, take it to Google, get a football roster, take that football roster, cross-reference it with the Facebook, come upon a wedding page. Surprise, shout out, he's married. Just like I thought. It never fails. It never fails. And so at this point, it's like, Damn, if you couldn't go to Bella Noche's, then where the hell could you go? Because the last nigga I swore up and down he was stuck on his ex. Come to find out, that digital footprint is so wide and open. He is very much in love with his ex. And yeah, you would have to close both of your eyes, baby, to date in peace these days.
You haven't slept with a woman in how many days? You haven't felt the gentle touch of a woman in how many days? You haven't been loved by a woman in how many days? The male loneliness epidemic, I have the solution. The women who still like dating men need to be dating multiple men. We need to follow in the footsteps of the polygamist Mormons, because I grew up Mormon, and the way they justified polygamy in the early days of the church was men were dying off from war. There wasn't enough men to go around to spread the seed. Well, guess what? We have that problem now, baby, except that there's not enough women to go around. And then there's men who don't want to change, and they just watch their manosphere podcast bros and don't go to therapy. That only leaves the women who still do want to date men. So those women should date more of you so you all get attention. And you should be yelling at those manosphere leaders that have the wife in the one-sided monogamous relationship where she can't date guys, but he can date other women, because he's stealing women off the market. Good-hearted, beautiful women who want to date you are getting taken by him because he's a greedy man. You should yell at him, because we're in a female attention scarcity zone, baby. The only people to blame are the men stealing all the girls, and the girls who still like dating men, because they could be dating more of you.
So I need to know if this only happens to me. Why do exes always come back when they need something? Not to get back together. No. Not because they've spent months reflecting on their mistakes. Nope. Because they need a recommendation, a favor, advice, help with something that's literally in your area of expertise. This week, an ex texted me asking for help with something work-related. And the message started with, "I know we didn't end things the best, but," which is already a strong opening. And then he ended it with, "I understand if you don't respond." So even he knew this was a bold strategy. But here's the thing. This isn't even the first time. I've had multiple exes reach out over the years because they needed advice, a recommendation, help finding somebody, help solving a problem. And at this point, I'm genuinely curious why this keeps happening. Because somehow I wasn't relationship material, but I'm still customer support. Like, the relationship ended, but apparently my help desk remains open Monday through Friday. Ladies, be honest. Do your exes also treat you like LinkedIn Premium?
Don't ever let me become one of those women who convinces themselves that they're okay with a throuple because they just can't come to the terms or fact that their husband or boyfriend wants to cheat on them. If I ever get to that point, send me down in Ocean Gate. That little submarine, send me down. Because clearly I've lost my damn mind.
I'm 43 years old, and these are some things that I wish I knew when I was younger. Success is about repetition. When you're scared to start a new job because you're like, I don't know anything, like I'm never gonna learn, you're gonna learn in like a week. The more you do something, the better you are at it, and it will come second nature to you. So don't worry about it, just start. The majority of people don't change, especially guys, girls listening in relationships. He will tell you who he is at the beginning, typically on the first date. So if he says, my ex was crazy, say adios, goodbye. He's crazy, you don't want to deal with him. Start investing your money as early as possible. Get a Roth IRA and start putting money into that Roth as soon as possible. Don't be with a brokey, but also don't depend on a rich guy. Make your own money so you can leave if you need to. Always be financially independent.
Something I realized on this app is not only do men really want women to suffer, but they are also very jealous and hateful that women have the choice to not suffer after they make a mistake. When the conversation comes up where a woman is upset because she got pregnant by the wrong man and she doesn't know what to do and she made a mistake because he's a piece of shit and he's showing his true colors and she's realizing that he's not going to be a good partner, a good dad, and it's going to be hell for her and she's basically going to suffer by having a child with this man, here come the men in the comments like, oh well, but you chose, that's what you chose, now you have to live with it, now you have to suffer, you don't have a choice, ha ha ha, now you have to live with it. And it's like, hold up babe, she does have a choice. she does have a choice. She can go get an abortion, and then she can cancel this whole shit out and move on with her life, go find her husband, and not have to suffer with the consequences of that poor choice, right? There's many other options a woman can go through to not have to live with that, okay? Men do not have those options, but men will get on here and bitch and cry and complain that the woman that they had kids with is a bitch, is vindictive and conniving and bitter, and oh, she's keeping my kids from me, oh, she's making my life a living hell, oh my God, she's terrorizing me, oh, now I have to go to court, I have to spend all this money, but you chose her. That's your choice. Oh, wow. Now you have to be stuck with the consequences, right? Because you chose her. Don't get on the internet crying, because when women do it, mind you, women are risking their lives to give birth and carry children. You're not risking shit. You're not carrying shit. You're not gonna die. You don't have to give birth. You don't have to be stuck. Like, get the fuck out of here. Don't come on the internet crying about your baby mama and the choice you made, because remember, you chose her. You chose her. Don't get on here crying, because that's the consequences to what you chose. Just like y'all love to tell women.
Honestly, when people be saying they don't need a man, I'll be shutting the fuck up. Because I need my man. You know why? Because that's a good man, Savannah. A good man. And I need him. I need him.
Bitch, I want hoes.
You think you want a hoe era until you experience the aftermath of having a hoe era, especially as a chaotic bisexual, because that shit will come back to haunt you until the day you fucking die. I can't do it anymore. I'm going celibate.